Welcome to our presentation on using rubrics in assessment and evaluation. Today, we'll explore how rubrics serve as powerful tools in assessment, offering a structured way to articulate expectations and measure performance. They ensure that both instructors and students understand assignment criteria clearly, promoting consistency and fairness in grading. We'll discuss the benefits of rubrics, practical strategies for effective design, and look at technology that supports rubric-based assessment. By the end of this session, you will have insights into how rubrics can enhance both teaching and learning experiences.
Thereupon, let us identify our learning objectives first. By the end of the lesson, students are expected to explain the purpose and benefits of using rubrics in assessments, appreciate the role of rubrics in promoting fairness and consistency in grading, and develop a rubric with clear criteria and performance levels suitable for a specific assignment.
Let's get started. To begin, let's define what a rubric is. A rubric is essentially a scoring guide used to assess and articulate the specific components and expectations of an assignment. It breaks down the assignment into criteria, showing students what is required for each level of achievement. Rubrics are used to create consistency in grading and to clarify expectations for both students and instructors. They can be applied to a wide variety of assignments, such as essays, projects, or presentations, ensuring that everyone involved has shared understanding of the standards required. Why should instructors use rubrics? Rubrics help maintain consistency in grading across students, which is especially useful in large classes or when multiple graders are involved. By breaking down assignments into specific criteria, rubrics have time by simplifying the grading process and providing a structure for both feedback. This feedback can be more detailed and targeted, which supports students' learning. Moreover, rubrics clarify assignment expectations for both students and teaching assignments, enhancing communication and reducing potential confusion. From a student's perspective, rubrics are valuable because they outline clear expectations, making it easier for students to understand what is required for success. Rubrics provide a framework that guides them through the assignment, helping them focus on maintaining specific goals. Additionally, the feedback on rubric can help students recognize their strengths and identify areas for improvement, fostering self-assessment skills. This helps students take an active role in learning process as they learn to evaluate their performance against clear standards. Now, let's discuss some considerations for developing rubrics. Although creating rubrics requires an initial time investment, the benefits such as streamlined grading and more effective feedback often make this effort worthwhile. Rubrics are also versatile tools that can be adapted for various types of assessments, including group projects and presentations. Additionally, rubrics support peer and self-assessment, encouraging students to engage more actively in their learning. By using rubrics, instructors can foster a learning environment that values clarity and accountability. Rubrics are especially effective as assignment tools because they transform subjective grading into more objective process. Rubrics are often formatted as matrix or grid, which breaks down performance grade standards and criteria. By assessing each criterion separately, rubrics eliminate the need to assign a single subjective score. This creates transparency in grading and ensures that students understand how they are being evaluated, helping them to see both their strengths and areas for improvement. Assessment rubrics provide a clear framework that benefits both students and instructors. For students, rubrics make grading requirements explicit, which helps them target their efforts and understand where they need to improve. For instructors, rubrics promote consistency in grading, as what I have said earlier, again and again, which reduces bias and improves fairness. Rubrics also allow for richer, more detailed feedback, which enables students to become more self-aware of their learning and areas needing growth. Ultimately, rubric-based assessment enhances the quality of the educational experience for everyone involved. While rubrics have many benefits, they also present challenges. For instance, it can be difficult to define criteria for higher order cognitive skills like creativity or problem solving. Creating a detailed rubric can sometimes increase the workload for for educators, especially when designing specific descriptors for each level of achievement. Furthermore, students might become overly dependent on rubrics, which could limit their development of independent judgment. Recognizing these limitations is important for making the best use of rubrics in assessments. When designing rubrics, it's helpful to consider the type of rubric that best fits the assignment, either or holistic. Analytic rubrics break down assignments into multiple dimensions, assessing each part separately, while holistic rubrics evaluate the entire task on a single scale. A well-designed rubric includes clear criteria, performance levels, and specific descriptors for each level. This clarity ensures that both instructors and students have a mutual understanding of what is required for each level of achievement, which makes for a more effective assessment process. Rubrics are most effective when provided to students early in the course or assessment. This allows students to familiarize themselves with the grading standards and ask clarifying questions. Rubrics should also be integrated into discussions, peer interviews, and self-assessments, helping students use them as learning tools. By making rubrics available early and incorporating them into various aspects of the learning process, instructors can enhance student engagement and ensure that rubrics are used to their fullest potential. Using technology to support rubric-based assessment can further enhance its effectiveness. Learning management systems such as Moodle, as well as tools like GradeMark and eRubric allow rubrics to be integrated directly into the grading process. This not only simplifies the assessment workflow for instructors but also makes grading more transparent for students. With these tools, rubrics can be consistently applied and feedback can be delivered more efficiently, which supports a smoother, more streamlined assessment experience. In conclusion, rubrics are valuable tools that provide clarity, structure, and consistency in assessment. These help both instructors and students understand what is expected and how performance is evaluated, which ultimately improves learning outcomes. While rubrics do some with certain challenges, their benefits generally outweigh these difficulties. As educators, it's important for us to continuously refine our rubrics to better serve our teaching goals and enhance student learning. Thank you for your attention, and I look forward to any questions or further discussion in this topic. Finally, here are references used in this presentation. They provide additional insights and guidance on best practices for using assessment and evaluation. Thank you.